Hello YouTubers, NewercoFan2 here, and I actually wanted to state my opinion on how all governments are in support of torturing detainees. Well, I personally think torture is wrong, and no matter what country it is, it's still wrong, because hurting people and torturing others is actually an act of evil, and it is a war crime. Some of you may say, oh, it'd help prevent us and help us fight terrorists. Well, consider this. What your governments are doing is also torturing small children. Are you in support of that too? Because if you are just as bad as the Nazi scientists experimenting and torturing and injecting toxic stuff into people in the Nazi death camps. And you are just as bad as they are in supporting it. Because a lot of the people in Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union actually were in support of that as well. People, you gotta understand history's repeating itself. And you're all being conditioned, also a term for brainwashed, by programs like 24, Call of Duty, where in Call of Duty has a part where you torture somebody. People, even small children, are starting to be conditioned and accepting torture being okay. It is not okay. Also in 24, where the hero is torturing suspects. What sane person in their right mind would torture somebody to get information? Torture has actually proved ineffective, and it has led to false results. People, you gotta wake up. You're being brainwashed into accepting torture being okay. And you should know that soldiers are committing suicide. You know why? It is because of guilt. And also, some soldiers, when they return, they kill their own families because they're so messed up by being conditioned in the training and the mass murder and being ordered to torture and kill people. People, you gotta wake the hell up. Torture is wrong, no matter what country it's in. Torture is evil. It is wrong. And if you support it, you're just as bad as the Nazi scientists that tortured and experimented on the people in the Nazi death camps. You're just as bad as they are. Torture is wrong. Torture is evil. If you think torture is okay, then you are just as psychopathic as the people who do it. Torture is not a good thing, no matter who it is used against. For example, like if you actually torture someone long enough and tell them that they are the ones who caused extinction of the dinosaurs, people under torture would admit that. People, you gotta wake the hell up. Torture is evil. It is wrong. Soldiers are committing suicide because they're being ordered to torture and kill innocent people. They're being ordered to torture children. People who think torture is okay are just as sick in the head as the ones who do the torture. It is not actually used to be used against terrorists. It is actually to condition the soldiers for when they returned and they received the order to kill innocent Americans and Canadian citizens. People, you gotta wake the hell up. I had a friend who I am no longer speaking to, and he actually has been trained by his military to worship Satan and to receive the order and to obey the order to kill innocent Canadian citizens if he's ordered to, even Christian citizens and people who are compassionate, even the ones that are not Christians. They are being trained to, for when they return, they receive the order to round up and kill innocent civilians. This has happened before. You know when? Where it happened? Nazi Germany, the Soviet Union. People, you gotta wake up. And as the saying goes, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So my message to you is, wake the hell up. Torture is wrong. And there's no need for torture, even if it's used against so-called terrorist suspects. It is wrong, and it is a war crime. No matter what country does it, it's still considered a war crime. Please, let me know what you think. I am waiting to hear from you. Let me know what you think.